In the vast emptiness of space, the International Space Station orbited silently, a fragile oasis in the cosmic void. Commander Alex Volkov, a Russian cosmonaut, and Captain Sarah Mitchell, a seasoned U.S. astronaut, had spent months working together in harmony, conducting experiments and pushing the boundaries of human exploration. Little did they know that their final mission would be one of survival, not discovery. As they went about their daily routines, news from Earth reached them in chilling waves. Tensions between their respective countries had escalated to the point of no return. A nuclear war had erupted, and the echoes of devastation resonated through the airwaves. The astronauts were now alone, suspended in the cold indifference of space, watching helplessly as the world they once knew was consumed by chaos. The communication channels between the ISS and Earth crackled with distorted transmissions. Governments had fallen, cities reduced to rubble, and the once vibrant blue planet now glowed ominously with the orange hue of destruction. The astronauts received a transmission that would haunt their every waking moment, a command from their respective space agencies to destroy the other, ensuring no remnants of the enemy remained. Captain Mitchell and Commander Volkov stared at each other in disbelief. The bonds of camaraderie forged through months of shared isolation were now strained by the weight of their nation's demands. The very governments that had sent them into space were now ordering them to become instruments of annihilation. "I can't do it, Alex," Sarah whispered, her voice trembling with fear and sorrow. "We can't destroy each other. We're all that's left." Volkov nodded, his face reflecting the same anguish. "I agree, Sarah. We can't let their hatred destroy us too." As the two astronauts grappled with their moral dilemma, the automated systems on the ISS began receiving coded messages, instructing them to initiate the self-destruction sequence. The countdown to oblivion had begun. In a desperate attempt to defy their orders, Mitchell and Volkov worked together to override the commands. The harsh reality of their situation sank in. Their defiance would likely make them traitors in the eyes of their governments. But the alternative was unthinkable. With time running out, the astronauts raced against the clock. The automated voice echoed through the metallic corridors, announcing the imminent destruction of the ISS. Sweat dripped down their faces as their fingers danced over control panels, frantically trying to reprogram the system. The final moments were a symphony of tension and despair. Alarms blared, warning lights flashed, and the cold, unyielding void of space loomed beyond the station's fragile walls. As the countdown reached its climax, the self-destruction sequence was halted, and an eerie silence enveloped the ISS. Mitchell and Volkov, their eyes reflecting the trauma of the choices they had made, floated weightlessly in the station's control room. The world below continued to burn, and the survivors on Earth were left to navigate the aftermath of their own destruction. Alone in the emptiness of space, the two astronauts clung to each other for solace, their gaze fixed on the pale blue dot that had once been home. The International Space Station became their sanctuary, a fragile cocoon protecting them from the horrors unfolding on the remnants of a broken world. Days turned into a haunting routine as the astronauts grappled with the reality of their isolation. The once bustling communications channels fell silent, and the only connection to Earth was the desolate landscape visible through the station's windows. Mitchell and Volkov found themselves caught between the sorrow of their lost homelands and the uncertainty of their future. They spent hours staring at the Earth, silently contemplating the magnitude of the destruction below. The flickering lights of decaying cities were a painful reminder of the lives that had been extinguished in a blaze of geopolitical fury. As the weight of solitude pressed upon them, Mitchell and Volkov discovered a strange kinship born out of necessity. They shared stories of their past, their dreams, and the loved ones they had left behind. In the emptiness of space, the lines that once divided them blurred, and they became companions in the struggle for survival. One day, as they floated in the observation module, Mitchell spoke with a melancholic smile. "You know, Alex, despite the darkness that brought us here, there's a strange beauty in the vastness of space. It's as if the universe is trying to tell us something beyond the chaos." Volkov nodded in agreement. Perhaps this isolation is a chance for redemption, a second chance to understand the value of life and cooperation. Their days became a delicate balance between maintaining the station's systems and reflecting on the fragility of human existence. They salvaged what supplies they could, rationing their food and water as they pondered the uncertain fate that awaited them. However, an unexpected distress signal shattered the fragile peace of their routine. Another spacecraft, battered and damaged, approached the ISS. Suspicion and fear gripped the astronauts as they prepared for an unknown encounter. The airlock hissed open, and a figure in a spacesuit floated into the station. It was a cosmonaut from another Russian spacecraft, the last survivor of a failed mission. The astronauts' eyes widened as they realized they were not alone on the ISS. The three astronauts, representing different chapters of space exploration, faced a choice. They could succumb to the fear and paranoia that had led to the destruction of their home planets, or they could forge a new path in the desolate expanse of space. In the face of adversity, they chose unity over division. Together, the trio worked to repair the damaged sections of the ISS, turning the space station into a makeshift refuge for those who had lost their way in the cosmic fallout. The fragile alliance became a beacon of hope in the cold, silent vastness of space, as the remnants of humanity clung to the remnants of their shared existence. Months passed, and the makeshift community on the International Space Station adapted to their new reality. The once hostile astronauts from different nations had become a family of survivors, bound by the shared experience of loss and the determination to carve a future out of the cosmic void. The Earth, now a scarred and desolate orb, continued its lonely journey through space. The remnants of the nuclear war had created a haunting cosmic tapestry, with swirling clouds of debris casting long shadows over the continents below. The space station had transformed into a fragile oasis, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Hydroponic gardens provided a source of fresh food, and the recycled air inside the ISS echoed with the laughter of those who had found solace in each other's company. As the astronauts gazed down at the Earth, they saw glimmers of hope amidst the devastation. Nature, resilient and unyielding, began to reclaim the scorched landscapes. The pale blue dot, once a symbol of despair, now held the promise of renewal. Commander Volkov, Captain Mitchell, and the rescued cosmonaut, whose name was Yuri, worked together to salvage and repurpose the remnants of other spacecraft that orbited nearby. They transformed the ISS into a hub for interstellar exploration, determined to find a new home among the stars. The unlikely trio forged ahead with their mission, exploring the mysteries of the cosmos beyond the shattered remains of Earth. They navigated through asteroid fields, discovered new celestial bodies, and marveled at the beauty of distant galaxies. In the vastness of space, they found not only challenges but also opportunities for growth and discovery. The surviving astronauts became pioneers of a new era, a testament to the indomitable human spirit that refused to be extinguished by the mistakes of the past. As they ventured into the unknown, they carried with them the lessons learned from the destruction of Earth, the importance of unity, cooperation, and the fragility of the bonds that held humanity together. In the end, the astronauts discovered that the cosmos was both a vast and interconnected tapestry. They encountered other remnants of human exploration, other survivors who had weathered the storm of destruction. Together, they formed a network of space stations, creating a new chapter in the history of human existence. And so, against all odds, humanity found a way to endure and thrive in the cold expanse of space. The International Space Station, once a symbol of international cooperation, had evolved into a beacon of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.